Hi, I'm Sean Rasmussen. Welcome to Social Fun with Google+. In this video, we're going to have a look at what works on Google+ and what doesn't work. Social networks like different types of content. For instance, some social networks love videos. Other social networks like articles. Others like images. So I've done a few little experiments for you over the last couple of days to show you what actually does work. The first thing I do to see what is popular, besides the fact that there's a fair bit of trial and error going on, I go in and have a look under what's hot. In there you will see what is actually popular on Google+ at the time, but it's not necessarily across all of Google+, but it's more so a combination of the people that you have circled and also the people that they have circled. One thing that you will notice across Google+ is that people love colourful images. They love nature, and what I've noticed also lately is that they love waterfalls, and they love volcanoes, and they love bonsais. And Bob Marley, by the way, seems to be very popular too. Here you go, here is a waterfall. And you can see nature photos are very, very popular. You'll also notice that moving images, known as GIFs, are popular, whereas videos seem to be extremely hard to make them work. And I'll explain that to you in a moment. Here's one of my current posts that has gone hot on Google+. I came through to the What's Hot section. I saw that a lot of waterfalls seem to be going on in here. So I put a picture of a waterfall in here. Quite a colourful one too. I also noticed that the particular posts that are going very, very popular have a fair bit of detail as well, especially very, very long posts with a lot of detail about that particular waterfall or that particular part of the world. People like to learn. Fair enough. So that's what I posted. And you can see here 419 likes and 45 shares. Back on my profile, let's have a look at what's going on here. I found that eagles work quite good. I found that things that touch people's heart works good, such as a monkey feeding a tiger cub. And it's quite a good idea to have some sort of good headline there. Something that prompts people, pulls on the heartstrings, or asks them a question. Here's a video that I made about the social network Sue, how to make friends and influence people on Sue. As you can see, this one's only had 30 plus ones and 2 shares. It's not a waterfall, but it is colourful. So I've got some plus ones, and generally you're getting them. About half the people are people that are using it. The other half just people that are zooming past, just going, oh, that's a nice picture, click. That has got SEO benefits. But the bottom line is that we're having people interact, and it's building social relationships, and people will use your content, will get to know your brand. In this case, the brand is me. I've got educational products to sell, so at the stage where the rapport is strong enough and people want to go on and purchase things for me, they know where to go. Meanwhile, I'm having a lot of fun on social media. It's just a case of me being me on social media. I'm sharing a lot of stuff that's got nothing to do with business, but I'm having fun. People are liking what they're seeing, and the ones that are interested in the learning part, well, they can go on and watch the video. Now, one thing about why the video has only got 30 pluses, whereas something like a pond is getting 180, is a bit of a waterfall, and 280 from a chimp feeding a tiger, is of course, one, that a lot of those people aren't even interested in learning how to go and do the social media stuff. They're just there to have fun. 2, this is the video, and videos do not do very well on Google+. And here is my reasoning. People are scrolling through their home feed. They're scrolling through, they're having a look, and they're going, oh, that's nice, click, oh yeah, good, click, la la la, click, 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 video, oh no, that's an extra click, and I'll have to spend several seconds watching it, and there might be an ad at the beginning. Too long. Click, 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 oh, that's nice, oh, share. Video, not interested, right? You get the picture? Google Plus is a place where people want to see something nice and they will just zoom through it. Now, there's a different type of user on Google+, and those are the ones that are there to educate themselves. They'll love blog articles and they will read it and they will act differently to 90% or maybe even 95% of the Google Plus users. 95% of the Google Plus users are the ones that are making these clicks. These clicks, if this was a blog article, these clicks will be counted towards the URL of that blog article, meaning that the search engines will give that credibility for search engine rankings. So if you were saying that 95% of the people that click on this particular picture, an ice island in Italy, 272 people click that and 95% are, if you would like, tire kickers, although that's not perhaps a nice term to use, but tire kickers from the perspective that they're never ever going to come and do business with you. But that's absolutely fine because they are actually serving a great purpose. They're helping you with your rankings. And you are serving a great purpose because you're helping them by giving them good content. So of course, let's say that you got a business that services rally cars. Well, if you've got pages and pictures of rally cars and movies of rally cars, well, of course, when you then have an article about rally cars or a product around rally cars, then you are, of course, going to get much more interaction. For instance, if I had a course on how to teach babies to learn Kung Fu, well, Kill Bill Jr. here is probably going to gain a lot of interest amongst these users. So a video like that would be very, very popular. Now, as you can see, it is very popular already. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever managed to have a video get more shares than plus ones. Because a plus one is just a click. A share means that you got to click and click again. So it's 2 clicks for a share. And then you might have to select a circle or type something. So it's just way too much effort, right? So see the average Google Plus user as someone who is here to just enjoy and look at some images and perhaps kill some time. See here, a picture of a bonsai, 1700 plus ones, shared 177 times. Needless to say, that one did go hot. So let's have a look. What works on Google Plus and what doesn't? Well, at the moment we've established that waterfalls and bonsais and perhaps funny kung fu fighting babies does work. Videos do not work, however. Have a look at this. Dragon Baby, the video, 21 plus ones. This is a hilarious movie. It goes for 1 minute. Yet, 700 people who shared that other one, this one up here, out of them, the majority of them did not watch the video, and they would have laughed and they would have released endorphins and they would have had a great time. They might even added a week onto their life from all the pleasure they had, but they did not take the time and the effort to actually watch the video because they didn't know. Because the habit is that most Google Plus users do not click play on the video. Even worse, if someone had to follow a link and then go and watch a video on another site, you'd have even less interaction. So look at that, 21 plus ones and 2 shares. Yet I put a GIF up, which is a moving image, and this has got 383 plus ones and 739 shares. Now, for those of you who are wondering, how can you have higher shares than plus ones? That is because the plus ones are only attained from people who have clicked plus one on this very page. So the ones that are following me in their circles, and those people have clicked plus one. Now the shares show up for everyone that has shared this post. So when I publish this as the original, someone shares it, and then someone else who doesn't know me comes along and sees it on their wall, and then they share it. And then someone else sees it on their wall in turn, and they share it. These people don't even know me for a bar of soap, but they're sharing it. All those shares are showing up here. And that is why you can see the leverage that I've got 21,800 followers at the time of this video, and now to them I've got 383 plus ones. But the extended network could be hundreds of thousands of people. As a matter of fact, have a think about this. I've got 21,800 followers. Let me click on this video and see what happens. Down here we can see that this has been viewed 126,611 times. Remember, I've only got 21,800 followers, but it's been viewed 126,000 times. It means that it has gone viral to a degree across Google+, and that is how I'm getting all those shares, is that people who like it, they've shared it. So have a think about this again. What works on Google+? Images, colorful images that capture people's attention. That's number one. Moving images, they love it, but they do not like at all to click on a play button. Just no, sir. Doesn't work. I had one video that got 780 views, and I'm not quite sure how I managed to do that. That was a while ago, and it was a video about solar roadways. That managed to go 780 views, and it was a controversial one, and people started piping in and arguing pros and cons, and then they were having little arguments with each other, and oh yes, this will work, oh no, that can't work, and egos got involved, and you know the story, right? So that one just went out of proportion. I'm sitting back going, oh, this is pretty cool. It's great entertainment. Right, so now let's have a look further down, see what else works. Nice images. Again, this is one by an artist. This guy's name is Elia Locardi, an Italian artist. His website's called blamethemonkey.com. And in this case, all I had done was found that on my home screen because I follow him, and I've just simply shared it. And I've just put a little bit of a comment up the top, and I've shared it. Boom, and there you go. Let's have a look at another quick example here. This is a hilarious commercial by Haynes Beans. Again, goes for about a minute. Now I put this on here and I wrote here, astronaut survival guide tip number 1. Funniest video commercial ever. I'm still laughing. This is a hilarious video. Now they got 54 plus ones and 8 shares. That's pretty good for a video. But have a look at this. I put the GIF, the moving image one on. That's got 158 plus ones and 27 shares. So that has totally kicked butt compared to that one. So let's have a quick summary. The things that will get people's attention on Google Plus is mainly images. If the image is really standout good, people will give it a +1 and share it. If the image is okay, it's got their attention, then it will come down to having a good headline that people relate to. If the headline makes sense and it appeals to people, then they're more likely to share. If you post a video that people have to click play on, it doesn't tend to work all that well. But in my case, I got a video about how to make friends on Sue. I think 30 plus ones, that's acceptable. That's fine, considering I'm getting hundreds on the others. There was a time when I thought getting 30 plus ones on a post was just worth dying for. That was just fantastic. And you will go through the stage where you just need to build up that content and make it more popular. You go through stages where you just got no plus ones at all. And you just got to just interact with people, and people start coming back, and you add people in and you start seeing what they do and you start sharing their content. And if you keep sharing good stuff, then people will start clicking on yours, and then you become more and more popular over time. I think this week alone, I've had about 500,000 views on this channel. Let me jump across to my home stream, and that means it's going to show everyone that I'm following. Now remember, the key is to share good content. So if you see stuff that appeals to you, you can share it. Don't just share anything, share good stuff. This is nice, right? So why not share this? I'll give it a +1 to start with. I will now click share, and I'll give it a headline. I'll call it Dawn of the Moon, and then I'll share. What does that mean? I seriously have no idea, but someone will like it. Right now I've shared her content, and everything that she had written underneath stays there, and now that is shared on my profile. Now here's another one. This is nice. I just like the colors. I think this will definitely appeal. This will get somewhere between 100 and 200 plus ones on my profile, so I'll give it a +1 to start with. It's got 22 already and 23 of mine. Hasn't been shared by anyone yet, so I'm going to make this guy's day and I'm going to share it. So he might end up getting a dozen shares out of this if this is popular on my page. And now I'll come up with a little line on this one, and I'll just write, come fly with me and share. There we go. Now I'll go back to my profile again, and here they are. Let me check them out. You see Dawn of the Moon and Come Fly With Me. Now we got some updates. I can click on the bell up the top. I'll get notifications. And here I can click through and get live notifications of people that are commenting or have +1. And as you can see, there we go. So someone has given that a +1 already. I can see there are the profiles that +1 them. And we can see Come Fly With Me has got 2 already. So now I can see what's going on, and you see my colourful waterfall in Ontario in Canada is doing extremely well. And as I click through here, I can see what has been interacted on my profile. Oh look, fancy that, another waterfall. And there's another waterfall, 320 +1s. So as you can see, people are visual beings. Google+, they particularly like images. Pretty stuff, they like it. It appeals to the eye, then they definitely will give you votes. So a little tip to give you before I finish off this video. Many of you are just starting out, and you would love to be at the level where I am now, where you've got 21,800 followers. So I think I've got followers as I've made this video. 3.6 million views on the channel. If you have a look at my early videos, the ones that I've made a few months ago, in this very series, you will actually see on my profile, I've got about 150,000 views on my profile. And you will go through a stage where you won't get much interaction. So the key is that you check out what other people do, follow people that have got stuff that you like, check their stuff out, give them +1s, be liberal with your +1s, just give them away, share the stuff that's good. And in the beginning, you don't need to locate anything of your own. You can just go and share the other stuff. That's absolutely fine. And just get yourself to the stage where you're building relationships just simply through the shared click factor of you sharing good stuff and they're sharing good stuff. And if you start sharing other people's stuff, they'll like you. And if you share good stuff that people like, then they will like you. And more people will come and check your stuff out. And then if you decide to take this past the fun side and decide to actually have fun and do business too, well, you can put business stuff in occasionally. And I seriously, the way I look at it is that I reckon you've got to have at least 9 silly posts or irrelevant posts. In other words, ones that don't relate to your business or aren't business. They can relate, but just are not business. Just goofy stuff that is you, that is real life, that you enjoy, that makes people feel good. And then 1 in 10 at the most can be business related. Ideally, 1 in 20. This goes against what people have taught you for years and years, maybe your whole life and for generations before you. But the point is that people are getting more and more choices now. People do not have to come onto a page and just read business, plug, sell, have I got a deal for you, and here are a set of steak knives. By the way, have I got a fantastic deal? Just give me all your money. People don't want that. So be entertaining, be yourself. You're the only one qualified to be yourself, so do it well. And if that means you're going to be sharing bonsai trees on there, do I like bonsai trees? Not really. I don't think they taste very well. But the point is, I think they look good. And if I can give other people joy by sharing a bonsai tree, well, why not? And I just got paid, by the way. I got paid for this bonsai tree. I got 1,700 Google Plus credits, right? And I got 177 shares and a ton of Google Plus followers. This image has been viewed 55,000 times on Google Plus. And if you have a look here, by the way, there's the headline, Bonsai Tree Castle. I wrote about it. I took this off the actual web page where I got the image from, and I credited the source. I put the actual URL in for the very page that it came from. So I gave credit to the artist that built this and the actual web page that it came from. And that's about all you can do. You just give credit where it is due. It's as simple as that. And then people have got the opportunity to click through, click on read more, and they can click through and read the article if they choose. Now, imagine this. This lucky duck who has got a website or a blog about bonsai trees has just been given 1,707 Google Plus ones on their webpage because I tried to get a bonsai to go hot on Google. This guy or girl with this website, they don't know me for a bar of soap. And I've gone out researching, looking for bonsai trees, and I put them on my profile, and my 3.6 million views had contributed a bit of muscle towards sending people and rankings to their website. Now, how cool is that? So think about this. If I actually was in the business of teaching people how to make bonsai trees or selling books about how to make the best bonsai tree in history, well, I could just have a Google Plus page where I just waffle on about bonsais all the time. I could create a new event called Bonsai Monday, and then we create this thing where everyone goes crazy on Mondays and it's all bonsai here and bonsai this and that and whatever. And then when I release my book, How to Make Bonsais in 3 Simple Steps and 90 Years of Your Life for $29.95, I'm probably going to get a lot of people come and buy it because I'm probably going to be seen as the miniature bonsai expert, the 6'7¾" bonsai expert. So there you go. I think you've got a fair idea about what actually works on Google Plus now. And let's have a look while we've been making this video live. Here are more updates. More people have been voting. And if we have a look down here now, in this time, I got 8+1s, 2 shares, and 6+1s on this share as well. So there you go. There's a little bit about what sort of content works on Google Plus and what doesn't. I'm Sean Rasmussen. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon in another video.